All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the New England Patriots. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. Graham Gano on for the extra point. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano out to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Gronkowski, the intended receiver. Carolina getting set to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Back to throw, Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They'll halt play here for an injury as Christian McCaffrey is slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. A shotgun snap for Newton. steps away to his left. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Boston Scott, his first carry. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. He'll get it up the middle. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably doing play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will make it 10-0 here in the 1st. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And now out come the Patriots. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. from the gun. Here's Newton. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally down at the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on third down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last third down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Partner, when it's a goal-to-go situation, if you're on the field on defense, you have to know that you may be called on to make a tackle at any time. Here, the cornerback does exactly that. Plays the run really well and makes it.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Newton. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim. And hopefully he'll be kicking extra points instead.
Leopard! Leopard!
Sony Michel, his first carry. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On 2nd down, Michel. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. 90 is a mic. Yeah, let's get sack lunch. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
20. Hey.
Throwing on third down, Newton. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. So a first quarter sack, and remember, keep in mind he had 2 sacks in last week's game.
And it's always intriguing to me to watch these great pass rushers because some of them, they need their teammates to scheme for them. Maybe occupy people, make it a one-on-one matchup. Other guys, they just defeat everything in front of them. To get 2 sacks in a game, it's a little bit of both for you.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's a big... Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing right, and that's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Now a first down carry of Michelle. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Detroit!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And they take possession of the... Football and have it at the 36-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. From the gun, Newton. That's Samuel, caught left side. Stopped shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Scott. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down. Now Scott. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
C.J. Anderson in the game. He gets it here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, Scott. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Newton. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Ian Thomas, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw now on first down. His throw incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. And able to find Dorsett. 23 yards on the play. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw. No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
They'll drop to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A minute 57. 7 to go in this first half. Back to Foxborough after this. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
On the handoff, it's Michel. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Set. 319. 319.
He'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And they will run it with Michel. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And that is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And Lambo will put this one through, and that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
Come
on. What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that part. I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Scott. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference as we...
That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now it's Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. He's at the 50, the 40, the 30, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead, not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it, instead of going in...
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. So we come upon halftime, intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Gets it to Meredith complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
This quarterback now has hit on just 7 of 17 passes, 41%. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. As his guys are in for 6, and the Patriots have cut it back within a score.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through, and the lead is down to 4. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10, right at the 30. A shotgun snap for Newton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 39 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
He's got a man on the crossing route. That's more. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now Newton on 1st down. Forced out to his left. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown of the night, and the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long.
Gone! All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
They'll look to throw here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He'll drop to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
They'll set up a throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. K1 short. Busting throw to get him for a loss of 6. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They're going to look to throw. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
All right, here we go. Green!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. They'll set up to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4.
Detroit!
They'll try to run it in. Michel. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Sony Michel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are back within a score. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. Back to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken at the 3. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
3 down. Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. To Michel on the dump-off. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Cole. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one good for 13 at a New England 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Leopard. Leopard. Set.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll check this one down to Michel. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got his man on the comebacker. It's Cole. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back now in Foxborough. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter.
Detroit!
Back to throw now on 1st down. And his throw here's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10 to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw. That's complete to Meredith. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Back to throw again. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 6 there on 1st. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Field goals are going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action here on 1st down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll look to throw again to Michelle on the screen. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They give him a gain of 38.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now back to throw. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. On 3rd down, Michel. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Panthers will get the football back. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts, but this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big way. So in a sense, they have 4 times.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They'll try the left side. Scott. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Newton. And this is caught. He hits more. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Scott slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13.
20. Hey.
Newton's going to throw it. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now it's Newton. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I know we can't do a mind meld and really know exactly what he was thinking, but I didn't see an open receiver there. Maybe, possibly, he did that on purpose and just overthrew him.
Yeah, coverage was good, so maybe indeed that was another way to throw it away, if you will. So the Patriots coming out now. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences.
All right, now,
and this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Gets it to Meredith, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Kevon Seymour. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
They go again with Scott. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Carolina, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for New England, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.